Well, hey there, this is Jerry, and I'm getting started on part 17 of Rusty, our 2002 F350 rust repair project. That these episodes probably going to be more detailed in the going back together process, just mainly because so you can see what I'm doing. That might edit out. I think on the last one I showed you left and right. I may just film one side because whatever's on the other side is usually a mirror image of what I just did. So we'll see, or I may just go ahead and film it all and edit it out and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, next thing I was going to do was the pieces that go up, outside here for weather stripping, that I was wanting to stick those on. And I've got the kit, it's made by Performance Tool, 415 piece kit for Fords. And if you go to the auto parts store and try and order that, probably by the time you pay tax, that's probably between $35 and $40. Where you can go online to like eBay and it's $12 plus tax, free shipping. So I have the Ford kit, a Honda kit, a Toyota kit, and then I also have a Universal kit, and that has all kinds of different ones in it. And what I'm needing, these little funny things that look like a little T that snap in that go up through the door jamb. And that's because when I took these off, I broke two of them. And basically I'm just going to take and stick one in through the hole, stretch the rubber, and hook the other one in the other hole, or hook the other end of the trim clip in the hole, and then we'll stick the next one up in. If the rubber's warm, it helps out. I left this laying out in the sun, and better light helps too, because this almost needed replaced. But yeah, let me take a break and move the camera. And this piece is a fairly simple install because we know it's got to end up back up here in this corner, and we got our pinch wheel that this slides onto. We're just going to get up here at the back and get her lined up and get that up on there. And then there's a whole bunch of holes to snap this piece into. And that gets that on, and I'd almost like to slide that back just a little, so push that back. We'll reset this. All right. And then when we shut the door, that seals all around the top. It comes down to the front, and that all looks good. Some of that I need to hit with that black trim and bumper paint. Oh. When you lock yourself out, at least with the handle out, you can reach in and unlock it just like a thief would and open it. But yeah, this up here I probably need to paper off a little and hit it with trim and bumper paint. But I think I want to get the Duplicolor brand. Hey, the camera wasn't pointing the right way, but yeah, see right up here where I wouldn't even think I didn't even tape that off. And I might just pull this off and spray it with it not on there. I'll go get my trim tool and see if I can pop that off. Like I said, I got an assortment of trim clips. Yeah, I popped the other side off with my tool. This just has those little I call them burr clips. Some people call them Christmas tree clips, where they kind of look like an evergreen. There's just 4 of them. This will be easier than masking. I can pull all of these out, and I'll just stick the clips back in there, and I'll take it to the back room and shoot it with trim and bumper paint, and then we'll put it back on later. Okay, then on the driver's side, do the same thing. We'll get that lined up on the where I think I want it, back there. I realized I didn't like where it's at on the other one until I clipped that down, so I'm going to just push that up on there. Should use a rubber mallet probably, but there we go. And then we can finish clipping this in. Okay. Alright, well, I propped these just up on some lids off of rattle cans. Now we can take them. And the Rust-Oleum stuff, don't get it too close because this stuff runs so easy. So I'm probably 12 to 15 inches away. So I just lightly missed it. And this will still look better than if I had papered them off and left them like they were. So we'll wait just a little bit and shoot them again. Coat number 2. And this doesn't like that rubber. Okay, yeah, one more coat should be sufficient. Well, apparently I failed on hitting the record button. So what I was doing that I didn't record was changing out the key cylinders, because the keys I had didn't fit the door locks. So I got a new set, and to change them, it's easier to do with the handle out, but you can, I don't know, I never tried to do it with the handle still in because these aren't that hard to remove. But this clip here, we just push it back up and out of the way and hope the cat don't knock all your stuff out of the truck. If I just get it up kind of like that, and then this will just slide out. And then we'll slide in the new one. And in this case, the passenger side, I had 2 left sides of these arms, because you can see how they have this funny little offset. Well, the offset, they'll only go on one side because of the kind of, I don't know, half moon shaped hole. But once we get to this point, we're ready to put it in the door. When we look inside the door, you can see this thing right here. I've got the door open now, but this locks and locks on the pull handle rod. And then this is the rod for our, it works our lock. I'm going to pull that rod up and have it kind of hanging out and make sure that door is open on the inside. Now I'll take my handle and basically I'm going to hang it over. I'm going to take and just hook it on and push it onto the lock rod. Make sure the release thing's out of the way. and carefully push it in and stick it in the door. Now, if it was outside where I could walk around the door, I'd have just, walked around. I'm going to roll the window up. I never thought about it, but I took this apart with all the window stuff out, and that one's behind the window track. The other one is through this hole here. Now I'm just gonna, okay. The other one's through this hole. I'm just gonna hold the handle on the outside, carefully stick that through the door, line it up and start it, and then hold the door in while I tighten, or the handle in while I tighten this up. And that gets that one. And then we get a rubber stopper. Up there. Cat was laying on my socket. And luckily, down here, the window rail thing lined right up with the old marks, plus it made new ones. So I'm just going to take that out, see if I can push that back far enough to get on that nut and tighten her up. Like so, and I can push that back and pull out my socket. Then restart this. Tighten that back up in the same spot, and of course then recheck that the window rolls up and down good before I go any farther. And then I put the light in the door, and see this back here, I'm just going to reach back. I'm going to kind of, I got to get around the door there, or the clasp. I'll push that up and get it kind of lined up. And what I did was stuck my other hand through here, push that in, and it kind of snaps in. Then just reach up here, and which I might still be going through the door here, and I don't know if you can see. Use my finger and lock that. So then when you pull the outside door handle, it pushes that down. I'll shut the door and make sure it opens. Then we can take and put our new key in and lock the door and see that it works. Unlock the door, and this side's done. Next thing we'll have to do, it may be too humid today, glue our weather shield in and put our door panel on. Plus, I've got to clean up the weather stripping that goes around the door. Haven't got that done yet, but let's move to the other side. Well, now we're on the driver's side, and same thing. Make sure my rod's up there. Make sure the door's open on that latch thing. And then I'm just going to take this and push up there till it snaps and get that inside. Push everything through the door. Okay, I'm going to start out first. I'm going to take one of these nuts and put it through this hole and get it started. The same way like on the other side, this was in the way, so pull that out. I'll reach in here and start the inside one. I'll tighten that up. Door handle looks good. In here, and tighten this one up. And don't over tighten because it is just plastic. Take our rubber grommet, stick in the hole. Restart that bolt. Tighten her up. And then of course crank the window down. And back up. And call that good. One other little tidbit I probably should have mentioned earlier is when you get ready to take out these check straps or door stay straps, the most ideal thing is if you know you're going to take them out is to have the door wide open, unbolt from the body and the door and remove it. Because what I ended up doing, because I don't know why, I unbolted from the door and then I shut the door and I took the old doors off. Well, when I did, it pushed this all the way in, which doesn't sound like that big a deal, other than later it is a royal pain in the rear to pull that back out. So thought I'd let you know. 2, 3. I'll go in here and put all right, in preparation to put fenders on, open up my bag of goodies. I've got all the hardware left over when I pulled those fenders, so I got all kinds of shim washers, thick ones. It's like there's 2, 4, 6 thick and 2 thin. I got the rubber bumpers that go up by the hood. There's one. Let's see, all these little tiny ones are for that inner fender splash shield. I've got 1, 2, there's the other stud that holds down the or for the hood prop struts. There's 1 short one, 2 short ones, 3 short ones, 4, 5, 6. And I've got most of them are the long ones. I got to figure out what I did with those well nuts, because I pulled those off, but I don't remember what I did with them. I thought I put them in that bag, so I'll be back. Okay, I was getting worried there for a little bit because I couldn't find these and that. So, likewise, I got, okay, these like this go like here and here, and then I didn't take the header panel out, but I can get the fender wedged in there and pull that forward and then bolt it up there on the header panel, and of course it bolts down here. This bolt with the big washer head goes in here and holds the inner splash shield. I gotta put one of those deals here to hold the inner splash shield, and I think that's about it. So just to start out with, I'm gonna slide one of these on here because that bolt will come up through the bottom, and this one I'll slide it in from the front like so, and then I'm gonna try and reuse that one that's in there. Now I'm gonna take another one and put it up here, because that's in my new metal, because you can see where I welded it in. So all my undercoating turned out good. So all right, let's get ready to hang a fender. Now, getting this fender 100% hung back up in here, probably not as easy as I was making it sound, because we got to go in through there and around the horn and try not to scratch nothing. That one bracket that's sticking out the front, you can't hardly use because where it attaches on the truck, it no longer exists. It's already rusted completely away. That up there. Kind of like that. Let's see if it'll hang. If I remember right, there's one up here. I might have to, I think I got to put a nut on the back side of it. One little ear that's not going to attach to anything is kind of hanging me up. Okay, there we go. And in the front, we can see if we can get this up here. Drop that kind of down through the hole. And come back here and get this one started. I need one of these stud things to go in there. Now I'll get up here at the front and see if I can get my 10mm nut under there. Might need to go get a thinner one. Oh no, that one looks like it's going to fit. Tighten that down just a little. While I'm up here, if I can get these front two started. And that one I might have to. Might need to run a thread chaser through there. I think I got paint in the threads. Okay, I'll take a 6mm by 1.0 thread chaser. That went through. The thing I'm getting ready to do is right up there. You can see that bracket sticking out, and right down there, that bracket, I got to push the fender in and start bolts in those. Okay, I got the top and the bottom one both therein, and I'm going to shut the door, but I'm going to sit out here and watch just to make sure that the door don't hit the fender, and then look up here at the top and line that way. But I still need to push the fender in, maybe just a little, but that ain't bad. And the bottom one needs to go in. Actually, I think I'll push in the bottom one and leave the top one alone. And they'll say lining up this front fender is a little bit tedious. So I got it back by the door where I think I want it. Now I'm going to take my 2x4 out that's holding the hood up. And I'm going to come over here and slowly drop it down just to make sure I don't hit the fender. And I'm going to look at my gap and see that I need to, back here at the top, it actually needs to come out. And at the front, it needs to go in. So pull that out as far as I can, because what it looks like it needed. I need a nut on the bottom of that one. Two. Then here, I'm just going to push that in and just snug it up. Trying to pull the fender out as I tighten this. I got a locking nut. It probably been easier without a locking nut. But yeah, locking nuts getting tight. Okay, here we go again. Drop this down. Yeah, this actually could still go in more at the front. It looks like I've pushed it in as far as it will go. So. Yeah, we might just call that good for now. Okay, well, as we get here working on the fenders, I got the driver's side fender on. I got pretty much adjusted. Hi, Ash. I have my assistant here up high. As I come down here, you know, it's in a little, just a little too far. Come on, cat, you gotta move, So I got my shim washers, and love my cats, but you know, trying to work, they're not very helpful sometimes. Put my washers in there, and 2 fat ones bring that out. I think almost good enough where it's not going to hit the door. Let's see how it line up with. Yeah, she thinks I can't do nothing without her. She just likes the fact that I was out here working out at the barn all day today. Yeah, Sam, trying to work and the cat's kind of in the way. Let's see. Gonna move down, lay down here where I can see better. Cause I have a cat crawling in between my legs and all around. Yeah, I think I really want one more thin washer here at the back. I'll add a thin one. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but the cat is definitely trying to be helpful. Okay. Okay. I got another popper to go up here closer to the front, but Because the main thing is we need a lot of times we put this door out just a little because it affects wind noise, plus it gives us clearance between the door and the fender. So that looks good. And this fender actually went up there easier other than the fact that I left the inner fender in there. So got a bunch of little screws to put in, but other than that, we're looking good. Well, I'm making great progress on the truck, but I've also timed out and got a good 30 to 35 minute video edited out other than this ending. So I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to continue assembly. And as always, we love the thumbs up for the likes. Appreciate all those comments. And if you're not a subscriber, join on in, because no telling what else you're going to see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.